On the all-time worldwide box office chart, James Cameron now occupies rank 1, 3 and 4. He can only beat himself, right?
Is there no one else?
While Cameron's coming Avatar sequels will cement his top-of-the-chart occupation, the question arose how his box office record compares to the probably most famous director of all time, Steven Spielberg, the inventor of the blockbuster himself. Sometimes not all numbers for old Spielberg movies were available. I have searched in every corner of the archive, but in 41 years, James Cameron has directed 11 movies. Domestically, the movies have grossed $2.6 billion. Steven Spielberg has directed 35 theatrically released movies. Over the course of 48 years, his movies have earned $4.6 billion domestically. Comparing the worldwide grosses, Cameron's movies have made $8.5 billion, while Spielberg's movies have made $10.6 billion. Cameron's movies have a relative high percentage of revenue from international markets. Cameron is also favored by the improved international marketing and distribution of Hollywood movies seen in the past 30 years. $8.5 and $10.6 billion are not far apart, but now we take inflation into account. For Cameron's movies, the domestic box office adjusted for inflation is $4.04 billion. Spielberg's gross is $9.9 billion. Spielberg is far ahead. And the worldwide box office adjusted for inflation, here Cameron's movies stand at $12.6 billion, a gigantic number. But see the number for Spielberg, $21.7 billion.
Game over, man. It's game over.
James Cameron's $12.6 billion are huge, but Steven Spielberg's $21.7 billion appear unreal. Can James Cameron ever reach that number? Firstly, if anyone can surpass Spielberg, it is Cameron. In order to do so, his coming 3 Avatar sequels must accumulate more than $9 billion, and Spielberg's output in the coming years needs to remain modest. I can imagine that Cameron's coming Avatar sequels will blow the ceiling of the box office chart. Avatar's popularity will grow over time, and Part 5, the conclusion of the Pandora saga, may become the first movie to make $4 billion at the worldwide box office and tower over the other Avatar movies as Avengers Endgame compares to the rest of the Marvel movies. However, despite great respect for James Cameron, I hope that Steven Spielberg has at least one big blockbuster left in his sleeve that will amaze audiences like his big movies in the 70s, 80s and 90s did.